Well, good morning, brethren. Let's see who our mothers and brothers and sisters really are. Because when you're in a war or you're in a tight place, sometimes you want to know who is your family, right? Because it's supposed to be blood is thicker than water. And yeah, kind of want to know who's fighting on your team, who's on your side. One of my videos, maybe 3 or 4 of them, I was reading about the Book of Maccabees. Now, that is an ancient old book that I think that they've taken that out of the regular King James Version Bible, but in some of the Roman Catholic Bibles, you'll find the Book of Maccabees. Isn't that funny? They tell you, don't read the Bible, only let your priest read it, because you might misinterpret it. And, if you want to hide something, like they say, put it in a book because people don't read. And I wanted to take a look at some of the information that we can look on the internet before I lose my electricity today, because I have heard, rumor has it, that the Edison is going to be cutting off my electricity. Not for me not paying, for somebody else that's sharing my line. Anyways, yeah, you're not supposed to share a line. And I didn't say that that other person could, but apparently someone else is, and they want me to pay for it all, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to have to write to the Secretary of State, because I've already done the remittance coupon for the Edison bill. And I turned it around to look at the address that was on the back, the special address. I'm hoping that I sent it to the right place. I made it a money order, put the amount in there, put the codes, the USC codes and HJR 192 and all that good stuff, pay to the order of Edison, and I had it sent 2 days ago in the mail with a stamp. And I did put a dollar stamp on the right top and endorsed it or canceled the stamp, because that's got to do with bills of exchange. But it's possible that because the bill is not in my name, I'm paying it as a guest. It's very possible that that legal entity, legal ens legis, or that straw man person that has the account, I'm not exactly certain if it's going to fly. So I'm thinking I should probably write to the Secretary of State. Yeah. Did I tell you guys about the Book of Maccabees? I wanted to say something about that, because at the time, I think it was Antiochus Epiphanes, he had overtaken the temple. The Jewish people had the temple, or maybe we should say the Hebrews had the temple, because there's different tribes of Judah and what have you, which we all are engrafted in if we, receive Yahusha, our Savior. Okay, but anyways, I wanted to say something. When the brothers Maccabees, also known as the Hammers, those guys got it done, when they were realizing that they were under siege, that their temple had been defiled and desecrated, they were sacrificing pig on the altar, and other people had invaded their temple, and it was no longer theirs because they had invaded. It kind of sounds like a Trojan horse thing, or maybe those other Trojan updated horses that people are accepting into their temple. Those brothers Maccabees, they said to the people, look, they are cutting open our wives that are with child. They are hanging them on their necks. Disgusting. They're killing us. And we rest on the Sabbath. And that's the day that they know we're not going to do anything about it, because we're supposed to be resting. We have to rise up and do something. That's what the Maccabees said. They had to get it together and wake up and say, if we don't do something, they're gonna kill us. They're killing us. So I say to you, my brethren, let's find out who my brethren are. It's time to wake up. We have been overtaken. Yeah, we have. Our names, our identities, our history, our lands, our children, our families have been overtaken by others that maybe consider themselves the conquerors, the winners of the war. What war? Yeah. If you don't know that we are in a war, then you really do need to wake up. The fact of the matter is that God created us. He told us as mankind to take dominion over everything, the land, the animals, the sea, the birds of the air, everything. If other companies are taking dominion, when some of them are called that too, over us and forcing us into slavery or contracts, commercial contracts and such, these are things that we need. I need air to breathe. I need water to drink. I need food. I need clothing. I need shelter. I need electricity. I need these things as a natural woman. But if we've been taken captive, our names are maybe our identities. They've given us birth certificates and IDs and then put the name in all caps to show that that's the legal entity that we are to be doing commerce in. Well, hey, wait. According to Tamara T. Bush, which I follow her on YouTube and I love her, she looks up the law and definitions, which is what we should all do. So let's follow that and do that. When we look up a word that we think, oh, that's my name, is it? Well, let's take a look. Look at the driver's license. Does it say first, middle, last name? And then look at the passport. Does it say last name, which is the surname, and then the first name or given name? Yeah, two different identifications there. That's kind of strange, don't you think? That's kind of weird. And then when you look at all of your checkbook, credit cards, social security card, most of the identification that you have, the name is all capitalized. Well, that's a legal entity. That is in order for you to do commerce. But this is what Tamara T. Bush was saying. Look up the definitions of the word commerce. That's for commercial gain. Are we gaining anything? Am I making any money? Getting electricity? No, I'm not. When I go to the store to buy personal home goods, am I making any money? No, I'm not. I'm not. How is that commerce? That's not commerce. That's just us getting our needs met. Excuse me. I'm getting over a flu that's been here like for 2 whole weeks and it's not been good. So I haven't been able to actually work. And I let my dog run around out there. Oops. My neighbors. It's funny. I'm trying to hide. Anyways, okay. So we got to learn about the Secretary of State. Let me share my screen. Gotta put my glasses on so I can read. Let me share my screen. So you can Google this yourself. I'm going to open this up and I'm going to probably have to stop share for a second because sometimes when I switch screens, it doesn't share and I want to make sure that I'm sharing. So we have got to pay some bills here. You know, we got to find out Look at the state that you're in. What is the Secretary of State of California responsible for? Can you see this? Let me see. How do I make this bigger so you can see it? Oh, I gotta learn how to do this, computer. What is it? Shift, command. I don't want to do the wrong one. Darn it. Let me see. Let me see. How do I make it bigger? Oh, wow. Okay, sorry. It's going to have to stay small because I don't know how to do it. Zoom. Like, I'm trying to look for command. Like, if I do command Z, that might not be the zoom. I have to learn how to do this on the Apple computer. Okay, so what does it say? The Secretary of State is responsible for safeguarding California's history in the state archives. That sounds like a librarian thing. The archives staff collect, organize, and preserve the state's permanent government records and other historical materials, such as maps, architectural drawings, photographs, video, and audio tapes and artifacts. That sounds kind of like, you know, historian, librarian person. Oh, wait a minute. What's the purpose of the Secretary of State? The Secretary of State appointed by the President with the advice and consent of the Senate, the Senate and the President, is the President's chief foreign affairs advisor. Foreign affairs advisor. Are you a foreigner? Have we been overtaken? And have we become foreigners in a land that was ours before? I think so. We're foreign to the invaders, to the ones who are trying to rule and reign over us and taking us captive. We are foreign to them. So look here, it says that the Secretary of State appointed by the President, that's the one over there in Washington, D.C., the corporation, with the advice and consent of the Senate, is the President's chief foreign affairs advisor. The Secretary carries out the President's foreign policies through the State Department and the Foreign Service of the United States. Did it just say that the Foreign Service of the United States? Isn't that weird? What makes you think that that's Foreign Service in the United States? Because the United States corporation is foreign to the land, to us. Do you get that? So there's something to this, people. We got to know. Well, let me see. What are the duties and responsibilities of a secretary? Okay, well, let's see if we can learn anything more. Okay, well, this is silly, but the typical responsibilities of the job include answering calls. Hello. Taking messages and handling correspondence. Hey, handling correspondence? Well, I'm going to have to do some of that correspondence today. Maintaining diaries and arranging appointments. Typing. Oh. Preparing and collating reports. Oh. Filing. Organizing and servicing meetings. Producing agendas and taking minutes. Managing databases and prioritizing workloads. Oh, there's more items. Let me see. Let's see what those more items are. Is it going to show? Going kind of slow. What? Target jobs. What are you talking about? What is this? Is it getting me off track? Well, let's just see. Oh, here's more stuff. Oh, wait. Let me make sure. Stop share because I want to make sure you guys are seeing this one. Ah, okay. Hi, it's me again. Okay. I just want to make sure that when I switched over, you know, you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. So here we go. Implementing new procedures. That sounds good. And administrative systems. Liaising with relevant organizations and clients. Look at the way they spell that. That's like it's the UK or something. Coordinating mail shots, whatever that is, and similar publicity tasks. logging or processing bills. Ah! Yes, that's the one right there, processing bills or expenses. That's the one right there. Boom. Acting as a receptionist and or meeting and greeting clients. If more senior, recruiting, training, supervising junior staff. Yeah. I just wanted to see this one right here. Wait, what was it? Logging or processing bills. That's what we've been needing to do. So, you know that, did I tell you that I sent the remittance coupon for the Edison bill, but I sent it to the back address that was on that statement. So I think I'm going to make a copy of that and send that and maybe some email right now. I got to find out to the Secretary of State because, hey, they're the ones that are supposed to be paying the bills. That's what it said right here. We just saw that, right? Watch. Right here. Processing bills or expenses. That's that secretary. They're the ones that are doing it. Okay, so let me go back. So we found that out about, hang on, let me just make sure I'm just, sharing the right screen with you guys. Okay. Duties of the Secretary of State, United States Department of State. Who does the Secretary of State report to? Well, let's just click on that. Hey, they report to the President of the United States in Washington, D.C. President in a constituting instrument, 22 U.S.C. 2651. Maybe we should look that up. What do you guys think? Do we have time? I don't know that we have time, but you guys can always look up 22 U.S.C. 2651. I think it is important to look at all that stuff, but sometimes I get distracted and then it's no good because then I don't get anything done, Here we go. What is this? United States Secretary of State, the history, duties, responsibility. Hey, look at all that. Can you see this? Are you guys seeing this particular? I think you are. The stated duties of the Secretary of State are to supervise the United States Foreign Service. What up with that? That's weird, don't you think? And immigration policy. Whoa. I feel like cattle right now. And administer the Department of State. The Secretary must also advise the President on U.S. foreign matters, such as the appointment of diplomats and ambassadors, advising the President of the dismissal and recall of these people. The Secretary of State can conduct negotiations, hey, interpret and terminate treaties, whoa, relating to foreign policy, hey. The Secretary also can participate in internal conferences, organizations, and agencies as a representative of the United States. The Secretary communicates issues relating to the U.S. foreign policy to Congress and citizens. The Secretary also provides services. Hello. Now, right here to U.S. citizens living or traveling abroad, such as providing credentials in the form of passports. Yeah, I have a passport. Doing this, the Secretary also ensures the protection of citizens, their property, and interests in foreign countries. Now, I know that I'm not in a foreign country. I'm on the land and soil here. But the United States corporation is foreign to me. Secretaries of State also have domestic responsibilities. Oh, that's good to know. Let's find out what these domestic. Can you come and clean my house, please? Entrusted in 1789 when the position was first created. These include the protection and custody of the Great Seal, of the United States. And the preparation of some presidential proclamations. In the process of extraditing fugitives to or from the country, the Secretary serves as the channel of communication between foreign governments, the federal government, and the states. Hey, so we are supposed to be contacting the Secretary of State. Most of the domestic functions of the Department of State were gradually transferred to other agencies by the late 19th century as part of various administrative reforms and restructurings. Those that remain include storage and use of the Great Seal, performance of protocol functions for the White House, and the drafting of certain proclamations. The Secretary also negotiates with the individual states over the extradition of fugitives to foreign countries. Under federal law, the resignation of a president or a vice president is valid only if declared in writing in an instrument delivered to the office of the Secretary of State. Accordingly, the resignations of President Richard Nixon and Vice President Spiro Agnew were formalized in instruments delivered to the then Secretary of State, Henry Kissinger. So, I could keep reading all this, but I don't want to lose my voice. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to stop share because I don't know if I'm sharing the correct screen, and that's the only thing that bugs me about this. I wish it would take me with you. Okay. Let me see. How do I contact the Secretary of State in California? Well, there's the general information, and then there's the reference desk. Darn it. They give me phone numbers. Well, I guess I need to write these down because I'm going to need an email. Yes, or an address so I can send them a letter. So I'm going to have to write this number down. 916. That's general information. 653-7715. And then there's 916. This is for the state of California, by the way. 653-2246. All right. Then there's also, what's this? Contact information. Hey, let's click on there. My dog is so funny. She's out there playing in a cardboard box. Probably there's a lizard under there. She's so funny. All right, so here we go. Mailing address. There we go. Okay. We're wondering if they had an email. Is there an email? Business Programs, Election Division, Administration, California State Archives, Management Services Division. That sounds good. Management Services Division. That sounds good. I'm gonna do that. I guess if I had to send something, I could send it to 1500 11th Street in Sacramento. 95814. But I'm going to keep going here. What does it say? Management Services Division. Hey, if you're doing visibility, contact the ADA coordinator or write us. Hey, look at that. You can even email the webmaster for answers to technical questions. Oh, no, that's for technical. Management. Hey, here we go. This is interesting. Management Services Division. Fiscal Services up here, folks. Human Resource Personnel Office. I like this. Hey, hey, hey. Ho, ho, ho. Fiscal Services. All right, I'm going to write this down. That means pay my bills, baby. 916. 653. 9165. This is the one we want to do. And then there's the Human Resource Personnel Office. I don't exactly know what that's all about, but let me just Human Resources. 916 653. 6974. I'll be calling them. Political reform. Nah, I don't need to do anything like that. I don't think so, do I? Campaign financing, lobby segment, electronic filing for candidates, committees, and donors? No. Registries, confidential address program for victims of certain crimes. Interesting. Domestic partners registry. No, I don't need that. I need my bills paid. Come on. Oh, write us. Oh, right here. I'm so gonna do this right here. Boom. Oh, wait. Is this a mailing address or is this an email? Okay, I really want to do the email right now. Agency contacts. Let me see. Email is way better than snail mail. Oh, special filings. Hey. Business programs. Oh. Trademark and service marks. No, I really like that management services division thing. Okay, well, mailing addresses. Notary public. Oh, business entities. Business programs. No. No. Hey, uniform commercial code. Wow, that sounds good. Seriously. You know, I'm saying, yeah, I think we should go with that. The mailing address for the Uniform Commercial Code. Forms and fees, information requests, liens, and bulk orders. I don't know. Uniform Commercial Code Office. And I guess I can write down their phone number. UCC 916 653 3516. Oh, this is the Uniform Commercial Code Office. What are you going to ask them? Well, looking at the USC codes. Oh, USC is different than UCC. Okay, well, I have a feeling that my bills need to be paid by you guys. Yeah, I don't think that's going to fly very well. I don't think that's going to work. Apostille, special filings, immigration consultant, and various other bonds. Hey, joint power, successor in interest, statement of facts, roster of public agencies, athlete agents. That's weird. Trademark and service victims of corporate fraud compensation fund. Hey, restitution to victims of right here. I think this is going to be fantastic because I think I'm a victim of corporate fraud. I'm just saying. Yeah. Yes, yes, we are. How so? Because they did a novation with our names. They made it all capitalized, like as if we're dead, lost at sea, and all that good stuff. And we're alive, and we need to let them know. I just don't know. Victims of corporate fraud, compensation, fund office. That sounds good. Oh, email victims of corporate fraud. Oh, email. I'm just looking for the email, darn it. Compensation fund. Hey, compensation fund. That sounds good. Victims of corporate fraud. Oh, yeah. Compensation fund homepage. Victims of corporate fraud. Dang. Compensation fund. Let's click on that. What's that? Hey, whoa. Oh my gosh, this is an email. This is what I need. 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 Yes, right here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, hey, I'm gonna have to send a little email here. How can we help you? Shoot, they only give you like what, 100 here? Oh. Okay, we need Edison bill paid for our necessities. Your question or comment? Okay, so I discovered that the what is it called? Oh, what is it called? Customer service number is shown on Treasury Direct. Yeah, direct. And is receiving interest. Is this a trust? How am I included in commerce? You know, being that I don't make any money. Paying the Edison bill. Just saying, I want to make it. It says I have 1,800 characters left. Oh, I am going to go to town with this. Darn it. I don't know if I can do it all. This is very important right here because we are victims of corporate fraud compensation. So I'm going to have to say I'm a victim of identity fraud. I believe that I am a victim of identity fraud. Yeah. Yes, so. I am at the age of majority and I'm ready to claim my interest of my estate. Let's see. Well, I am aware that the legal personage of my name is being used in commerce. I do not make any gain and am not engaged in commerce. I simply have natural needs and I am the beneficiary of the Sister K V Trust. Now, they can be saying like, yeah, you're one of those conspiracy people of 1666. Well, I am alive and I am not lost at sea. That's correct. Well, let's see what else I want to say. Well, what should I say? I have a passport, which is true. And my well, what else do I say? I have a passport, so what about it? And like, can I pass your port, please? Pay my bills. Oh, what's well, well, I'm aware I have a passport and I am a traveler. That sounds weird. Well, I'm just gonna put a period there. I don't really know what I'm saying. The officials claiming my benefits. The officials have been claiming my benefits. And I want them back. Pay my bills, damn it. I have turned in the driver's license as well, but I am not abandoning any of my interests, nor any bonds, nor benefits. And I would like for the Secretary of State to what? Pay my bills. Pay all obligations that they are required to pay. Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm just saying. Dang. Edison bill, pay for our necessities. Edison bill, and pay for our necessities. That sounds good. Well, special kind of status card. Oh, is there any? Okay. Please advise me on any special status card or steps that I may lay claim to my, what are they called? Benefits? Property? Well, what is it? My lay claim to my, I don't know. To my God-given rights. Yeah. God-given rights. And release all and every interest that belongs to my estate. Yeah, baby. Okay. I have 995 characters left. Oh, believe you me, I could fill up the whole entire thing. But I'm kind of on camera right now, and you know, I've just been thinking off the cuff here. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna stop sharing so I can, you know, finish writing this. And yeah, I am definitely emailing them. That for sure. Yes, I am. So I don't want to lose that screen. Yikes. But I'm gonna have to finish this recording. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just saying. Maybe you should look into it too. Look up Secretary of State. Those are the people right there we're supposed to send the bills to. Okay? Let's do it.